I'm hearing this all the time now, and the concept to me is absolutely crazy, but I don't know, maybe there's something to it. This is the latest video that I've seen. It was on X today, and somebody was tweeting at Elon Musk and saying, you can't tell me that this guy you're standing next to is actually Donald Trump. They thought that it was a clone, a body double, something along those lines. That's what they believe. They said, look at the face. That just doesn't look like him. It's almost like they've put some kind of, you know how they put someone in a fat suit or they'll do the plastics on the face to change somebody's appearance. They're claiming that's what is going on here with this supposed Donald Trump. It's not him.
Who's they? TikTok?
It is somebody that is, it's on or on X. It's Hustle Bitch.
That's who is calling this out.
That's who's calling this out. Yes, as a Trump body double. This was at the SpaceX Starship launch that just happened. But I am seeing this all over the place, and it's not just politicians, but it does happen a lot with politicians. The other day, President Biden was walking along the beach, and somebody was trying to say that's not President Biden. I was like, where is this coming from? They said the same thing about Hillary Clinton. They have shown videos where they said that's not the Hillary Clinton. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Is there any validity to this, or is this just one of those weird gaslighting things that people on social media have a thing about?
There's another conspiracy theory that Ariana Grande's got a clone out there. That's the new thing, is there's clones out there that they look like this celebrity, but they're slightly off. Kind of like when we watch movies when they try to make the actor look young and they go they CGI their face or whatever they do.
Yeah.
It's almost got a look of that, a hint of that.
Anybody that's kind of changed their appearance a bit seems to have this rumor about them that they use a body double or a clone, maybe for public appearances. And the one thing that also is not helping it, some of it is looking there. You think maybe the capacity is there, but they also keep having these celebrity look-alike contests. I saw the guy who's in The Bear. They did one for him over the weekend. They had one for Timothée Chalamet a couple weeks ago in Washington Square, New York City.
We even talked about doing Kevin Fest. Just people that looked like you.
Right. It's honorary Kevins.
You have a lot of people that look like you.
Yeah. So maybe this is a thing. I guess you could see the purpose for it, whether you're talking big-time politicians or whether you're talking big-time celebrities. And it's not necessarily a new thing. I do remember people, and I thought it was always facetious, but they were saying Michael Jackson. Something happened. There was the Michael Jackson before the Pepsi commercial that caught his hair on fire, and then there's the Michael Jackson afterwards. Not even the same person. They thought that they had done a switch, and the real Michael Jackson wanted to get away from the fame and move somewhere else. I mean, they used to do this with Elvis.
Well, they had so many conspiracy theories about Elvis and Michael Jackson. I remember the other one was when he was performing, his nose supposedly fell off, and then he picked it up, and that was a big thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's real anymore, Kev. I just know that it's getting harder online to tell what's real and what's not real.
So do you believe that there's any shred of truth that celebrities and politicians are using body doubles or clones?
The president seems like, in the history of presidents, you would think they've tried this before. For some kind of protection?
Yeah.
Or a ruse of sorts?
Well, you know, a part of it does make sense that you would do this. You could do it for safety, especially if it's somebody that has a life that is at risk, like some of the bigger end politicians. I've heard the same thing. They accuse Melania Trump because she wears those big glasses. And like, it's so easy. All you have to do is just take somebody, it's a model, who looks similar to her, put her in the big glasses. She doesn't seem to like to attend some of these political functions anyway.
It goes, politicians are either cloned or they're lizard people. Those are the two conspiracy theories out there.
But, you know, it's got a lot to it. Some of the names that are out there that people are saying, Kanye West has a clone, Britney Spears, Avril Lavigne has had a clone. Anybody, too, that's had any kind of hiccup in their career. Like Avril Lavigne, she had the Lyme disease and she laid low for a while, and now that she's back, people are like, oh, that's not really her.
Britney Spears had a meltdown publicly.
She looks a little different, yeah.
So that's what they're saying.
Yeah. And a majority of people on KVJ TV right now think that celebrities and politicians are using clones. 62% said yes, they believe it's a real thing.
Wow.
How about that?
What do you think the percentages of, hey, KVJ chat, what do you think about politicians being lizard people? What do you think the percentage is on that? It's got to be low, right? It has to be low.
I don't even, where does that even, what is a lizard person even? I don't even know what that is.
Some people believe there's a theory that politicians are this species of lizard people running the world, almost as if they're in bed with the Illuminati.
Okay.
And they appear as humans, but they really are lizard people.
Is this a popular thing, or is this just a small subsect of wackadoos?
Well, that's what I thought back in the day about flat earthers. I go, this is not, Kev, it's not a popular thing. It's a bunch of wackadoos. And the flat earthers has grown in movement.
Yeah. I am a little surprised that a majority of people believe that celebrities and politicians are using clones. Now, on the lizard people, do you believe in lizard people? That number's not favoring you. I think it is a small subsect of wackadoos. We're at 29% say, yes, I believe in lizard people.
Dude, that's 3 out of 10.
It's higher than it should be.
That's kind of a lot of people.
It is higher than it should be, no doubt. Some of the other celebrities that people believe have or are using clones. Jamie Foxx, again, had an unexplained illness and disappeared for a while. Eminem, and I think it's just because he did that video that was all about having clones. I don't understand why he would use a clone. He does look a little different now with his, dyed-in beard and dark hair.
So you're thinking it's more of a look thing. I sometimes think even if they look the same, if they, like you're saying, if they've changed political views or they've had a change in their career,
right,
that's when sometimes they go, oh, Kevin's a clone.
I don't believe in the celebrities. I believe that the politicians have used it, and it makes sense that you would. You would want to have a decoy that would go out, so you'd have somebody that would look like Biden riding in the back, and then he's actually going in another direction.
I'm not going to lie. I'm just astonished by these lizard people sats in our chat room.
Yeah. And somebody in the 772 said, yeah, not a new concept. All the way back in, I think it was the 90s, Kevin Kline did a movie called Dave that was all about that.
It's a great movie. Highly underrated movie right there. Okay. Yeah, he is the clone for the president.
Yeah.
The president's in a coma.
Yeah, but it's a thing people do. Yeah, somebody said my coworkers and I were just talking about how weird Biden seems to look. And there are bits of evidence showing that he's wearing a mask or something's going on. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about it. And people were saying, yeah, Queen Elizabeth used a body double. And I guess that was common knowledge back in the day. Weird. So who is and who isn't, and how often are celebrities and politicians using clones or body doubles on us?
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.